day. Definitely feel the change this morning. It's been raining off and on the last couple days. But yeah, it's chilly this morning. Feels good. I was cleaning up around the house a little bit and got some of my stuff out. Started to put together another IFAK individual first aid kit. Just kind of wanted to go over what I'm putting in them and try to help you guys to get something like this started or expand what you already have. I got this off Amazon. I think it's like $100 and something. You can get them as cheap as $40. They don't really come with a lot of stuff. Even this one, it was medium grade. It came with decent amount of stuff, but I bought more that it didn't come with. And I upgraded some things as well that just didn't seem like they were high enough quality. So this is the one I built. This is the one I'm working on now. So I just want to go over some of the stuff that's in them. Flashlight. It's nice to have extra batteries as well, but at some point you have to fit everything into this little pouch that you can carry with you. And these are basically for yourself. You're supposed to carry one of these for you, not for other people. In an emergency, if you have to use it for somebody else, that's fine. But when you're carrying one of these, especially in today's day and age, if you're out doing anything in public or a big city, it's not bad to have one of these in your car or just on your person, but they're primarily for yourself, for somebody to use on you if something was to happen to you. So I got the flashlight, a pen. It's nice to have a Sharpie as well, or a Sharpie instead of just a regular pen. This one has a glass breaker on the back, a small one, just a dual purpose. Got a compass in this one. I don't have a compass in my other one. Thinking about adding one. Got a little bit of rope. This is a tiny little bit. Everything in here's got to be small. Got some Bayer low dose aspirin. Need to get some Benadryl. Be adding that. Got medical tape. Decent size roll. The one that came with this kit was pretty small. I upgraded to some 3M. A lot of this stuff I got from Amazon. You got to watch where some of the important stuff, make sure it's decent product. Some of the stuff I didn't order from Amazon, I ordered from Recon Medical and a couple other places. Just regular cotton gauze. This stuff I got on Amazon, I believe. I got a whole box of it, like 24 rolls, pretty cheap. This one's got a flint and a fire starter, has a whistle. Tourniquets. I know they've been for a long time. Don't use this unless it's absolutely necessary. You'll lose your limb. I'm not a medical doctor, but the new research and being somewhat trained, these are lifesavers if you know how to use them. There's plenty of YouTube videos to go into depth on how to use these products correctly. But I would advise carrying 2 in your IFAK. We have 4 limbs, so 2 will cover half of them if something was to happen. I also just purchased this. It's a SWAT T tourniquet. That's a different style, but you can use these on small children or small limbs, where the standard won't work. They're too big. So I would pick up some of those too if you have kids. Splint, roll-out splint. This came in my IFAK. It's too big to keep in there. It's just too much. I keep it in my bigger bag that I'll show you in a minute. We've got Israeli or compression bandage. Come in a sealed package. So one of those at least. I have a mirror in this pack, just a sight mirror. It's got directions on the back. It's kind of a neat design. Try to get lost or whatever, and you're trying to signal a plane or somebody on the water or whatever, you can use it as a mirror off the sun to help you out. Standard bandaging, just regular bandage. You want some bigger bandage. I've got hydrocortisone cream in here, a couple packets. I've got a couple packets of petroleum jelly, alcohol wipes, super glue, just regular super glue you can use on wounds. It'll work in a pinch, it's super cheap. So a couple of those. Nasal airway opening. They have plenty of different sizes. I bought a package that had from the smallest one they make to the biggest one. I don't have two of each, but it gives me a good range. Now you can't carry all of these in that little pack, obviously, so you want to pick one of the larger ones. I think 28 is the standard. This one's a 26 for a normal size adult. And like I said, there's videos of how to use all this stuff correctly. I'm just going through what I have and why I have it. Gloves, surgical gloves, latex, or just throw at least one pair in there to protect yourself or who's ever working on you. Emergency thermal blanket, super light, super easy to carry, doesn't take up much space. Can save you. Chest seals. Directions on the back. This is a twin pack. It's very thin. It'll fit in that pack very easily. More antibacterial wipes. It's hard to, if you don't have water, you don't have anything else around, and you don't want to waste your drinking water to clean up. These will work to clean, and they'll also, sanitize whatever you're working on. This is a chest decompression needle. I have a few of these. I wouldn't advise getting them if you don't know how to use them or you don't plan on learning how to use them. They can cause more harm than good if you don't know what you're doing. So research that if you're going to get one of these. Another flashlight. That's for my other pack. Scissors. Those need to be in there. So this is just an open Israeli or compression bandage, basically. Comes apart off this hook if I can get it. We'll just skip that. But it's got a pad in here on the inside. You will unroll it, you stick that pad over the wound, you wrap, and you twist back and forth through this hook to get it as tight as you want to keep things in place. I'll open this one. I don't think there's anything in this one that's not in the other one. But they all open up like that. And then once you get everything in the pockets, obviously, you just got to start shoving things in places that don't have pockets. Close it up, zip it up, and try to keep the weight down. But you need certain amount of supplies. So that's those. I'll move on to this pack. So we bought these packs. Excuse me, I had a little coffee. It's chilly out here, but it is a beautiful day. It's getting warmer. That sun's starting to heat up. We bought every one of our children one of these packs for Christmas one year. They were kind of, as they were opening everything, everything was individually wrapped. They were kind of wondering like, oh, where's, my toys or this or that. Every single one of them has this pack. It's small enough to keep in any car they have, keep in their bedroom if they're younger. Oh, these are coming out, great. But we purchased these. You can buy the packs already made. They have a lot of good stuff, but you can't personalize it. You can't get what you want. It's a good starting point. It's kind of like these IFAKs. They come with a decent amount of stuff, but you want to personalize them to your situation. So these have waterproof matches, a couple boxes. Try to keep it all contained and where it's supposed to be, the stuff. surgical gloves, knife sharpener, multi-tool, a good one that's got a good handle and good grips. We got a fire starter down there, a flint, and a striker. Face shields. This is basically for sun protection. If you don't have a hat, which there is a hat, I have safari hats in here, big brims to cover you from sun, but these can help to cover your face out of sun and wind and dust. Collapsible water bottle. So this opens up to about 12 inches, I think, smashes down. Store water, whatever need be in there. Got rope. This is probably, I think, 50 to 100 foot, maybe 75. First aid kit. This was just a pre-packaged one. You can get these pretty easily and throw them in the bags for pretty cheap prices too. I also carry a surgical kit in my bag. It's a little more intense. Survival kit. Some of this stuff is redundant. You're going to have a couple of this, a couple of that. This one has a mirror in it. It's got some fire starting tinder, emergency blanket. One second, I'm going to see if we're still, make sure we're still recording here. Hopefully, at least. Straw. Frontier straw water filter. Parasite protection, cyst removal, chlorine and odor removal. It's just an extra, I think I have tablets in here too. But you have to be able to get water and clean it. Solar wind up. Radio / flashlight. Get these pretty cheap and give you some light if you got solar, or you can crank it too. And the radio. And if you guys have any questions about this stuff, leave me a comment under the video. I'll try to respond and let you know what I got or where I purchased it, what else you may need. Just a little pan kit, nothing fancy, super lightweight. Food, MREs, coffee packets, jelly packets, a spoon, and basically just an amount of food in case something was to happen. Your car broke down in the middle of nowhere, you don't have cell service, the cell's down, you could survive on this. And the amount of packets of food I have in here for quite a while. It doesn't take much weight or much room. Actually, I have 2 packets in this one. Survival book. So this is Wilderness Survival. I have several different versions of what goes in what bag. But if your child or your spouse or yourself was to get stranded and you didn't know what to do, there's a ton of information here that will help you survive and tell you how to use most of this stuff in there. So having a book of some kind of survival will help. And that's it for that pack, but it's necessities. It makes me feel better that my children have one of these. And they all have them in their car or in their bedrooms if they're not old enough to drive yet. It makes me feel better that they have something to save them if they need it and they can't get a hold of somebody or whatnot. My bag that I'm putting together is a little different. As you can see, big camo, a little big, but I can get a lot in there. That's kind of a grab and go bag. If you like this video, please like it, thumbs up, thumbs down, comment, share it. I'm gonna keep doing videos like this and the previous ones I've done. Hopefully help some people out. So like I said, if you have any questions, give me a comment. I'll try to answer it and let you know what I have or what products I've bought over other ones or replaced. I will bring the camera over here and kind of show a closer up of some of these items. So, got the scissors, little flashlight. I mean, it's tiny. Tiny, tiny. Water bottle. Tourniquets. Like I said, try to get 2 in your IFAK if you can. Roll up splint. Brush and bandage, which is just this. Smashed down. I wouldn't spend too much money on the actual bag part. You can get those pretty cheap. The kids aren't going to be opening and closing them a lot, so I think that one has decent zippers, and it's worked well. Lightweight, but it's just to keep everything compact and in an area that the kids can just take and throw, and it doesn't take up too much space. So, hope everybody enjoyed it. Have a good rest of your weekend. Thanks for watching. I might have to go sit in that hammock a little later.